Good evening, Word on the Curb, family and friends. I am Annette, your host here at Word on the Curb podcast. For those of you who are joining us for the first time, welcome. For those of you who have been here before, thank you for showing up and welcome back. It's great to have you here. Tonight, we're not going to be long. We don't take a lot of time, especially since the sister is preparing to travel. But here we go. Let's talk about it, right? Are you brave enough? Hey, Frank and Christina Sasso, my producers, I want to say hello and thank you for keeping me engaged. To my family and friends, hello. To anybody who is suffering a loss, you have my deepest condolences, no matter who or what it is. Loss is loss. And grieving, is its own process and takes its own time, no matter what we think or how we feel. So I just want to especially extend my condolences to the Wilson family and anybody else who is suffering a loss. Loss is never easy. It is never, ever a good time. Never. It's life. It's difficult. We don't like it. It happens. But there is never, ever a good time to lose people that you love. So, hey, Word on the Curb podcast family, be kind to people. You never know what they're going through. Never. And we can't tell anybody how or when to grieve. So, no, remember that. Tonight we're talking about the question is actually, are you brave enough? And that question is simply about us. Are we brave enough to tell people how we feel and what we're thinking? Do we know what our tick or our talk is? Do we know, how we feel about things and why we feel about things? And, is there ever a situation where you find yourself uncomfortable with having conversations about where you are and what you think and how you feel about things? The internet is crazy here tonight. I mean, crazy. So if I lose you, we'll be back again. Remember that this podcast is our final podcast until after the first of the year. We are on vacation. It kicks off with my birthday in Jamaica. So I want to wish you all a very happy holiday, however you celebrate it. And if you don't, just be kind. It's okay. Are you brave enough? Are you brave enough to tell? Do you know? Are you brave enough? Are you brave enough to tell people how you feel, what you think, and what you need? Like your family, your spouse, your significant other, your coworkers, your employer, whoever you come in contact with that impacts you. Everybody doesn't impact us. They might think they do, but they don't. We know they don't. So, for those who impact us, are you brave enough to tell them where you are, what you think, and how you're feeling, and what you need? Yeah, I've been working on that for a very long time, and I want to tell you, it's a lifelong journey. It doesn't go away, it doesn't change. Age has nothing to do with it because we learn. That's right, all of us, we learn from the cradle to the grave. Remember that. And if you're not learning, you're missing out on life. I want to remind you to hydrate. Today, it's salsa water. That's right, it's salsa water. We're hydrating. Eat fruit, drink water, whether it's flavored blueberry, lemon, lime, whatever it is, just drink water. Yeah, because hydration is important. Eat fruit, moisturize your feet, hands, and face, and guess what? Love yourself. That's right. Love yourself. That's important. We love everybody else. We have time for everybody else but ourselves. But I digress. Let's get back to the topic. Are you brave enough? So let's talk about it. What makes you tick? What's your inner drive? Like, what gets you up in the morning? Do you know? A lot of people don't. And for the record, that might change. as you grow older and wiser. Yeah, what's your inner drive? What gets you going? That's what makes you tick. Do you know? If you don't, go find out. But I'm going to give you a few points. Everyone has that one thing that lights a fire in them. I mean, a real fire. Get you going, get you up in the morning, you know, get your breathing going, makes you happy to be alive. Everybody has that one thing that lights a fire. Find yours. That's your tick. Find it. That's all right. Find it. That inner drive. What gets you out of bed in the morning. Now, when I was working, it was to earn a living. See, I'm telling you, as you get older or as you grow wiser and you learn, that inner drive changes. Initially, for me, it was about earning a living and contributing to my household, ensuring that my children's needs were met and many of the things they wanted as well. So, the point is it changes. Sometimes, we discover passions later. That's right. I said it later because we're constantly learning, we're constantly exploring. And after years of working a 9 to 5, some of us decide we don't want to do it anymore, whether it's retirement, starting a business, or whatever. Hey, kudos to Tracy's Side Facts from the block to the boardroom. He did it. And so have many others. There are many stories of people starting, as the kids say today, and I'm certainly not a kid, starting from the dirt, coming up from the mud. And that just simply means building from the ground up. There's nothing derogatory about it for those of you who don't know. It just means starting from the ground up. So I want to ask you, what's that one thing that excites you? When you hear this, think about it because it excites you so much, it doesn't feel like work. What's that one thing? Right? I know for me, that one thing is living peacefully. That excites me. That one thing means living peacefully and giving back. That excites me. That one thing that means living peacefully, giving back, and minding my business. That excites me. As we age and mature and grow, you know, we get that. So that's your tick. What's your talk? See, I'm trying to relate to everybody. Tick tock. We got your tick now. You know what that is. What's your talk? You know that one unique rhythm that we all have? We all have it. We absolutely have it. Life isn't just about doing, it's about how you do it. Your style, your pace, and your vibe. Do you know what yours is? I told you things change. Some people, excuse me, actually find their rhythm later. It doesn't always happen in the beginning. And it doesn't mean we're slow learners. It just means we find our rhythm later. I like mentoring people. That's my rhythm. I like helping people build. I'm not going to do the work for you, but I'll teach you how to do it. I'll show you, not just by example, but by learning. It's real simple. Google exists for a reason, and those who ignore it ignore the opportunity to learn. Now, some of y'all like Siri, but she talks back. Siri will tell you to make a right when there's a cannon on your right hand side, and then she'll argue with you about it. That's Siri. I like Google. No shade. So there are people who find their rhythm later. And it doesn't mean that they're slow. It just means that they find their rhythm later. I want to challenge you to try something new. Try something that you never thought you'd be able to do. That's right. Get your vibe, baby. Get your vibe. It's out there. Get it. Don't waste your time, looking at other people, and learn from other people as much as you can, especially those who know more than you. I know that's hard for some of you to accept, but there are people out here who know more than you. There are people out here who know more than me, a whole lot more than me. And I certainly want to learn from them. I certainly respect them. I certainly enjoy watching them get it done. That's right. I enjoy that. and I learn. And listen, I've been around the mountain. I'm still learning, right? So I want to challenge you to find something new. Get out of your routine and then share the results. Call somebody up and tell them about it, right? Excuse me. Ooh, excuse me. I don't have seasonal allergies. I have allergies all year long, and we always talk about that. But listen, um, find your vibe, baby. It's so important because life is so short. Don't waste your time with people, places, or things that don't serve you. I'm going to say this every single week, and I mean it. Stay away from people who gossip and talk about other people. And that's their main conversation. Listen, they have nothing for you, nothing except gossip. And here's the hit, and I give it to you over and over again. They're talking about other people, they're talking about you too. I know you don't believe it. I don't care. Do your own homework. I always tell you, don't take my word for it. Do your own homework. You ever wonder how your secrets get out? It's not strangers, it's people you know. Stop talking about other people. It's so low vibration, right? And what makes you rock? How do you own your awesomeness? Like, what do you do? What do you do? You know, everyone has a secret superpower. I said secret, right? You know what it is. It's a superpower power or talent. We all have talent. All of us. I don't care what you've been told. It's reality. We all have talent. You know, that thing that makes you shine, find it. Stop chasing other people's dreams and reality and start chasing your own. That's right. Start chasing your own, right? Put a ring on your own finger for your commitment to yourself and your growth and your vibe and your rhythm, you know, and your reality. Put a ring on your finger for that. You can wear it on your right hand. So there are shy people who discover their gift for public speaking and become the go-to MCs for events. I can name a few, but they are shy. And they didn't think they were public speakers. They actually said it this weekend, but they're a phenomenal public speaker. Yeah, one day I might get a chance to tell her that. So I want to ask you guys to share your hidden superpowers and how you've used them to stand up or stand out. Stand up and stand out. Don't stand back, stand up, right? So, these points that I've given you tonight give you the opportunity to reflect. Find your vibe, baby. Don't worry about anybody else. Find your vibe. Smile a little bit more. And listen, stop believing everything you hear. That makes you a hostage. My name is Annette. I am your host here at Word on the Curve. I want to thank you for joining me this evening. I'll see you again in the new year, the first Wednesday in the new year, I think, depending on the date. Oh, I haven't looked at the calendar, but we'll see you after the new year. We're on vacation, baby, and we're starting to rock out in Jamaica. It's an annual trek to celebrate my birthday. I'll see you again soon. Word on the Curb, family and friends. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Now go get your TikTok and your vibe, your superpower. It's in you. It's already there. You just have to discover it if you haven't already. And your superpower doesn't belong to anybody else but you. Good night, all. Thank you for joining me.